I've got fantastic news to share with you today on UK visa. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Fadira. If you're joining me for the very first time, I'm so happy to have you here in my beautiful family. For my returning subscribers, I want to say thank you guys for always coming back to watch my videos. I really do appreciate. God bless you. If you're new to this channel, I create content on how you can migrate to the UK, jobs with visa sponsorship to the UK. I post jobs with visa sponsorship almost every day. Scholarships in the UK, studies in the UK, like everything you can think about the UK. So if you're someone who is interested in such content, do hit on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, so each time I upload a new video, you're going to be the very first person to see that video. So guys, let's quickly dive right into today's video. So as earlier mentioned, I've got fantastic news to share with you today, and I can't really wait to put out that news now because it is something that we have been looking forward to for years. When I mean years, and right now the UK government is considering adding that to UK visa. So if you're coming to the UK to study as an international student, we all know that you're entitled to work for a maximum of 20 hours while you're in section. That means that if you're studying, you have to work 20 hours within the period you have your classes, your dissertation, and whatever you're doing. But when you're on break, you're permitted to work for so many hours. Like, you can work as much as you like. But once school resumes, even the organizations you're working with will be the first people to tell you that your school have resumed. You have to stop coming every day because we have to go back to the 20 hours. So due to that, a lot of students are not always able to work up to 20 hours during school section because some shifts are 8 hours. So imagine if you work 8 hours on Monday, Tuesday, you've got 16 hours, and working 4 hours is kind of rare in most cases. So we have been waiting for the UK government to do something about it. And also the UK government is aware that a lot of students are stranded because they pay their school fees, they get to the UK, and they think that the 20 hours work while they are studying will be able to cover their living expenses and all of that. But unfortunately, we know that everything is rising. Go to the shops on daily basis, you will see that what you bought £1 last week is now £2.50 or £3. So this is a new update, and this was announced on the 27th of January, which was a few days ago. So the UK government is considering increasing the number of hours international students can work during their studies in a bid to fill job vacancies across the country. The UK government is aware of this, knowing that there are people available to work, but because they have put a restriction on the number of hours they can work in a week, which is why they are thinking of how they can increase the number of hours you can work as a student while you're studying. So now, as you can see, in surprise news, ministers are considering extending the work hour limit from 20 hours per week, with the government debating whether to increase the limit to 30 hours or to scrap it completely, according to the report from Times. So this is what they are debating on. And to be honest, I strongly believe that after this debate, the UK government may implement this. There are lots of vacancies in the UK, and due to the fact that international students are restricted from working more than 20 hours in a week, so now those vacancies are just there, and they are paying people for overtime. In some organizations, if you're working overtime, for instance, if your hourly pay is £10.50, if you're doing overtime, it may be 11 or 12 or 13 or 14 pounds, or 1.5 payment, or maybe times 2. Instead of giving that extra hours to the permanent staff and pay them more, now they are looking at allowing international students to just do those normal shifts at the normal pay rate. We know that the UK is currently in economic crisis right now, so they are trying everything to see how the UK can stabilize again. Clear clash of policy priorities. The news came in the same week that it has been reported that Home Secretary Suella Braverman is taunting plans to reduce the graduate route visa from the current 2 years down to 6 months of post-study work. So you can imagine, a few days ago, which was I think on the 25th of January, Suella Braverman was proposing that she wants to cut down the number of years you can get on your post-study work visa as an international student to 6 months. Now, in same week, the Prime Minister, Rishi Sunak, is also debating and considering adding more hours to the number of hours you can work as international student. Just as you can see, like, everything is just going forward and backward. Like, we can't really hold on any particular thing at the moment. That is how the UK has been in the past few years. Like, there are lots of things that they debate on. Some are actually implemented and some are not. So with everything that is going on now, I think this is a very good news for international students that are currently in the UK, and for those who are planning to come to the UK. Like I used to say all the time, coming to the UK as a student is always very, very, very easy compared to coming to the UK as a skilled worker, because you will have to look for a job, you will have to do a lot of things on your own, and sometimes it can be disappointing when you begin to get a lot of regret letters from the organizations you have applied to. But coming to the UK as a student, you are the one that is going to pay for everything, so you know from when you start to when you finish. But the thing is, we know it's quite expensive, to be honest, but you can make it work. Chancellor Jeremy Hunt has signaled that his intent to boost the workforce in order to help tackle inflation as high vacancy levels drive up wages. A spokesman from the Department for Works and Pension told the PI it is considering a range of factors to address inactivity. Further details on this will be set out in due course. We wouldn't comment on speculations ahead of the completion of the workforce participation review. As for reducing the graduate route, this proposal has been sharply criticized by university stakeholders as well as some within Braverman's party. So she's got some people as well in her party that are criticizing this proposal. So the Department for Education and the Department for International Trade are both thought to be against the idea of reducing the length of the post-study work visa. So a lot of people are against it, so be rest assured that something will change. I think the UK government will implement it, especially with the fact that a lot of people are against it. I don't think they are going to implement it. So former Home Secretary Priti Patel publicly praised the graduate route as an event on Wednesday, saying she is a great believer in the scheme. So you can imagine. So last week, the APPG for international students wrote to ministers urging them to make changes to maximize the potentials of the UK's education export sectors. The Home Office must be included in cross-departmental engagements to truly make the international education strategy a success. The letter said, adding that the department has a key part to play in ensuring the UK's student visa system remains competitive with other English-speaking markets. A lot of people are coming to the UK because they are sure of the post-study work visa, that once they finish their study, they have the time to settle down and look for jobs that will sponsor them on Tier 2 visa. So, which is why a lot of people are coming to the UK to study. The Times also reported that Braverman is likely to be wary of any measures that could make student visas more attractive internationally. In addition, it is said that the Home Office could use the plan to extend work hours during studies as a bargaining chip to push through other proposals to reduce international students' numbers. Director of Universities UK International, Jamie Arrowsmith, said while it is good to see the UK government recognizes the skills and expertise international students have to help the UK economy, you can see that even as Soila is proposing that the post-study work visa should stop, you can see that the international students also add color and also help the UK economy a lot, which I think that it will be difficult for that to happen. The body has concerns with the proposals to allow them to work longer hours. We are concerned with the proposal to allow international students to work longer hours alongside their studies, he said in a statement. This could severely impact on the well-being and learning experience of students if not properly thought through. Where similar caps have been lifted in the countries, significant concerns have been raised by student groups and university. So to be honest, like, yes, from what they have said, that it may impact negatively on the student, but come to think of it, I know that some students are actually working up to 30 hours, which I think no matter how it impacts on the student, they will still study. So just leave them, put it on and just let them do it. Whoever that cannot work up to 30 hours can choose the 20 hours, right? So it's not like it is mandatory that because you are an international student, you have to work the 30 hours. So I just pray that they should implement it. And for those who can make use of it, should use it. When I was a student in the UK 11 years ago, I didn't even work while I was studying. So for anybody that wants to work up to 30 hours, nobody should restrict them. If they are putting it up, for me, in my opinion, I would advise that they put it up, and anyone that can work up to 30 hours should work the 30 hours instead of just not adding it up, and you're able to work more than 30 hours. You're thinking of increasing the number of hours you can work as a student. while you're studying. So let's be hopeful and see this come to pass. And they're also not agreeing with Suela Brevama that wants to see how she can cut down the number of years you can get on your post-study work visa. So something good is happening. So if you're planning to come to the UK, guys, this is just what it takes. For those who are planning to come study in the UK from overseas, I would advise that this is the best time to start your process. To be honest, we don't know what is going to happen. I've been here since 11 years now, and I've seen a lot of things change back and forward, and now we are here. If your dream this year is for you to come to the UK to study, guys, this is the best time to start the process. To be honest, anything can change at any time. You can see a lot of things changing. So we cannot predict, we cannot say, oh, this is what is going to be, this is what is not going to be. So if you are planning to come to the UK to study, especially with this new update that they are thinking of adding more hours to the hours you can work while you're studying, so I would advise start your process now. If you have any challenges with your school admissions, I'm going to leave the flyer on the screen. You can contact that email, or also you can WhatsApp, and we'll be able to help you through the process from start to finish if you are ready for it this year. So guys, we've actually come to the end of this video, and I hope you find this video helpful. Like I said, I'll always come to share every information that will help you and your family to relocate to the UK this year. I am definitely going to be sharing with you once I see them. If you have watched this video till now and you find this video helpful, do share it, do like it. Also do subscribe if you're yet to subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and see you right in my next video with another good news. Bye bye for now.